Hello and welcome back. I want to make this super quick and it's going to go pretty quick. I'm supposed to be working. I had a rough night. I'm not feeling that great. Um, I'm doing a little better with some coffee in me. But welcome back. This is Grillenheimer. Thanks for watching. Now, I have a whole 2 cards here. Like I said, I have been slowing down. I did print out. Yeah, we went over ECM array and the transmuter and all that stuff. We went over this stuff, and we've gone. I feel like I've been doing a lot of repeats, and I apologize. Or maybe it's because I'm watching my videos to make sure I'm getting stuff right. And I do not like the sound of my voice. I sound like my brother. And my brother can be pretty arrogant, and I try not to be myself. And I'm really not. I may seem that way, but I'm really not. I only have 2 cards here. I'm trying to finish up Cyberverse. Shucks. Well, since I mentioned that one, I'll get that one. And so we have a new secret action. And this was the last episode I saw. I hate they're so short. It's all I had time for while I was cooking or doing something. Or maybe I was doing some of my stuff. And, we got some good stuff coming up, guys. Let me tell you. I can't wait to show you some of the things I'm working on. I'm finally taking a bite out of crime with my Combaticons and Protectobots. They're coming along. It's slow, but I'm actually working on them. I've been working on some new ideas. I think by now you should know that I've drawn Reflector. I want to finish Reflector. Oh my gosh, this is just fun. I just haven't had the chance to play the game. But, okay, in Wild Wheel, he's in Cyberverse here. And I was able to figure out a way I can kind of get some move stuff around so this stuff isn't spilling over into the blue portion of the secret action. And he said, I need to find out when this episode was released officially, because this character in that show made a comment about a card game. And he turned around, he's walking away, and he goes, "You're losing big." And I'm thinking, are they referencing their own card game that they canceled in July? And I'm thinking, that's a pretty big blow, or a slap in our faces. So I'm really interested to find out when this episode actually came out. And it's one of the later ones that they've done, too. But, silly Wild West kind of episode, but it was good. And I've actually enjoyed Cyberverse. Season 1 was junk, but the last 2 seasons have actually been pretty watchable. They've just been too short. And we see him, he whips out and turns into a Wild West draw, and he flips out his guns, and he lands in Decepticon territory and knocks the weapons out of all the Decepticons' hands. I think there's like 3 or 4 of them there or something. And it was pretty cool. And so I'm thinking, oh my goodness, we got to put this in the game. And I almost made this a star card. And I got to thinking, well, and I started thinking about the functionality of this. And I put this big old black Titan Master Pierce thing up here. It's not really what I wanted. I was wanting this card to have an orange and black pip, and I was just running out of time and probably doing dinner or something. I'm like, I found this in my pictures and plopped it up there. So it's a single black pip with a Titan Master on it. Trait. Anyway, reveal when When one of your characters with a range trait defends. Whoa. With a range trait defends. I'm trying not to, it's adjusting my light and I'm just trying to get it to focus a little better. So if this is a little specific, so therefore I didn't put a star on it. You have to have a ranged character. They have to be defending. And when you reveal it, you can scrap cards from your hand. In each card you scrap, you can disarm your opponent. So I guess this would happen first before they actually attack you. And I called it "You're Losing Big" based on what the character said in the show. Scrap cards from your hand for each opponent's weapon you want scrapped. So if you have some characters with draw power, like Windcharger, Optimus, Bumblebee, whoever, and is in Pep Talk or whatever. Of course, you put Pep Talk in your hand deck or whatever, and Dan is just going to make fun of you for it, or whatever. I don't know, but yeah, it is a weak card. But if you have the draw power and you got a good many cards in your hand, you can scrap cards from your hand and completely disarm, take all the weapons off, or as many as you want, or as many as they have, and scrap them. I mean, I'm thinking that is pretty neat. That seems to work for the game. And so there we go. You're losing big. And I only have 2 cards. That's the one. Golly, 7 minutes. I'm so sorry, guys. Here's the second one. Dinobots to the rescue. And I've got both. You can see both swoops in here. Here's a little slice of Clobber. That looks like Grimlock, Slag, Slug, whatever, Sludge, and Snarl. So I was trying to fit them all in here. So I mean, if you're playing with a mixed Autobot deck with Dinobots and Autobots, of course Dinobots are Autobots, but whenever an Autobot without the Dinobot trait is KO'd, one of your Dinobots gets bold 3. Yes, it is a star card. Yes, it is a stratagem. Because this is going to happen throughout the game whenever you have someone that's KO'd, and it's going to be akin again to the G1 cartoon, because the Autobots would get kidnapped, the Autobots would be down and out, the Decepticons were beating them up, and then even Grimlock at one point even go meow. I'm not Greg Berger, but why Dinobots always have to save Autobots all the time, or something like that. It was just hilarious. They were even making fun of the fact that, there's a plane. They were complaining that they were sort of the reserve force, and because they were supposedly bigger than most of the other Autobots, and there were 5 of them, that they didn't always use them all the time because they were kind of a glass cannon kind of characters, even for back then. Just even forget about the card game for a second. Think back to G1, the G1 cartoon show. So just funny stuff, and I thought this would fit. It's not for any one specific character, so you can have it in with other stratagems, and it'll help your Autobots out, or help your Dinobots out. So again, it's going to give Dinobots more bold. That's not going to help what I'm coming up with now, and I don't know. I'm finished designing a new card, so to speak. But I don't know if I've given myself enough room to try to explain how they work. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I think I've already teased it or just came out and said it one time, but I think you're going to like it. I think it's going to work. We already have one of these characters, so to speak, under a different name. You may know exactly what I'm talking about now, but that's fine too. But that's really all I've got right now. But more stuff is coming. I can't believe I'm making more stuff. I'm so tired. I feel so worn out. And as a father with two teenagers, it's been a little rough this summer. At least they're actually going back to school, but oh boy, that's all I got to say about that. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. More to reveal coming as it comes. Yeah, I did put out a video this morning about 16 minutes and 52 seconds or something like that of sort of a game summary. I put it as a gameplay and realized, and I rewatched it, and I feel like I've rewatched that thing I don't know how many times. And I actually messed up because originally, gosh, I gotta get back to work. I need to eat something. When I videotaped it, it looked like this. It was not horizontal, it was vertical in my movie program. And I'm like, oh crap. So I started doing stuff and I'm like, well, let me just, because I couldn't figure out how to turn it. And so you start seeing some of my words going this way and a picture or two as well over it until I figured out how to do this. And when I flipped it, I thought all the stuff I had done before had flipped with it. No, it did not. So about the first few minutes of the video, of the summary, it's a bit off. But then I correct it if you watch the whole thing. That's all I've got this morning, today, whenever. I need more sleep. And thanks for watching. I appreciate every one of y'all coming and check this stuff out. I hope if you're, wanting to use some of this stuff, screenshot it and print stuff out if you have the chance. Some of this stuff is really fun, even if it's a little underpowered or overpowered or just plain fun, whatever. Quick one-on-one draw. And if I had known about this episode, I probably would have used one of his pictures instead of the Dinobot from Beast Wars. But hey, it is what it is. Still very fun stuff. And I just want to play around with the game again. I really want to get into these battlefield cards and try to create a deck specific for specific traits and characters and just have fun with it. But that's all we've got. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed day. And remember, flip out and annihilate the Autobots!